Hi. So the Bible is really hard to read, right? A lot of people can't pronounce the names, don't know what the words mean. So this is my third video of reading the Bible out loud, and I'm going to stop and pause every time that I can't pronounce a name or don't understand the meaning of a word. And I think that that's one of the biggest problems with people. Even Christians don't read the whole Bible because it's really hard to understand. So I'm going to break it down. We're going to learn together. Please don't judge me. I'm not super literate. I've had a lot of concussions. Reading out loud is not my strongest suit. So bear with me, and we're going to figure this out together because this book is important, and it's it's not treated as it's important because it's hard, and we can get through hard things. So let's get through this hard thing together. I've gotten so much out of the Bible, and I think you can too. So we're going to start third video. So we're in Genesis chapter 2, verse 12. And the gold of that land is good. There is already, it's good, bdellium. And it's a type of resin from a tree, is what it is. I already looked that one up. And the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon. The same is it that compasseth the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hiddekel. Hiddekel? I'm going to look that up. So it is Hiddekel, and it is universal generative fluid. It's just the name of one of the four rivers. That it is which goeth toward the east of Australia. And the fourth river is Euphrates. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. So he's like the caregiver of the garden, is what Adam's role was supposed to be in the garden. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof shalt thou surely die. So Adam was given, basically, you know how rat poison has toxic do not eat warning? God gave Adam that warning label. And the Lord said, It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. Make him an help meet for him. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. So Adam got this gift of getting to name things. That's kind of like when my kids create art and I tell them, okay, what's your name for it? Or a book. What do you want to name your book? So it was kind of like a gift or a privilege. And Adam gave names to all of the cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an helpmeet for him. So previously God acknowledged that Adam was alone, and then he's acknowledging again that he doesn't have any help. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. So God performed surgery on Adam. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. I'm going to look up cleave. Okay, so the Bible did explain what cleave means. It means, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife. I like how God talks, like, repeats himself. That's how, like, the dictionary works. That's, like, how you learn things. So that's what it means. And it also means to be held together by force. So, like, the force of a marriage agreement, you know, you sign the documents and you're married. That's kind of what God was proclaiming over them. And they were both naked, and the man and his wife were not ashamed. It's good. It's good to not be ashamed of your body. Okay, chapter 3. The fall of man. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. So God gave Eve the warning as well. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So old language is kind of hard, but that does make sense. And the serpent said unto the woman, He shall not surely die. Ye shall not surely die. So just gave the same warning. Literally, God told you, like gave you the warning label. For God doth know that in the day ye eat therefore, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good of evil. And there's a couple references after that I want to go look up, because it doesn't say it like knowing good and evil is bad, but that was a commandment from God. So obviously he knew that if you knew, things would change for you, and that it would be dangerous. Like, you don't give a toddler a knife and say just go for it, right? And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. And also gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. I'm going to stop right there for a second, because my husband and I have been debating on whether or not Eve forced Adam, or Adam willingly ate the fruit because he wanted to be with Eve, because he knew that she would die now. So that's actually a really big debate. And we've looked it up, and we still, like, it doesn't actually say if Eve forced Adam or not. But we'll keep reading in the next video. But if you know or have any clips from scholars you can share with me, please do.